That went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation.
No! I'm not sending anyone into that cave!
But Jonas, isn't it your duty to aid our people?
Heh! This world's gone to the dogs.
I've just had a thought. It cannot be denied. When I was an archer, my bowmanship left much to be desired. Now that I've become a mage, I hope I might aid you with magical healing and reinforcement instead.
Can I interest you in a room, sir? Glad to be of service, sir. You're welcome to browse my wares. For bread and board, you'll find none better.
Shall we get some rest then?
Shall we hunt a few monsters to start the day off?
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
No hurry to leave.
A common reward, frustratingly so.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
An impressive view. We can infer much of the lay of the land from here.
'Twould be a good place to take stock of our surroundings.
True enough.
These really are hidden in the most unlikely places, aren't they?
A splendid discovery.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this. Whew, that was close.
I'm not one for crowds. I'd sooner be elsewhere. I'll go and open the chest.
Follow me, then. Unless you doubt my sense of direction.
I suppose we might as well gather what we can.
Freshly rested as we are, this battle ought to be a good thing.
We must not let down our guard.
Follow me.
Just letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Follow me, Master. I've plotted a new course that will see us to our destination much more swiftly.
Nicely done.
Oh, I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
Dare I say it?
If we mastered that attack, we would be invincible.
What's up there? I can't make much out from here, but I have a feeling it will be worth the climb. A flawless execution.
Let us aim for greater precision with our next.
To be avoided, I take it.
I'd wager there's ought to be found here.
We ought to take a closer look.
Right, just follow me. I shall lead us to our destination, so do try not to rush ahead.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Having trouble keeping up? No matter. I shall wait for you, as long as it takes. We'll never get anywhere if all we do is rest.
We shall be ill-prepared for battle if we rest overmuch.
Could you come over here? Regret this. You wish me to return? At once, Master. Follow me, then. Unless you doubt my sense of direction.
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master. You'll never fall in battle so long as I'm around.
Follow me. This way, if you please, Master. Right. just follow me.
Hobgoblin!
'Tis weak to lightning strike.
Have you forgotten something, Arisen? You're looking rather lost.
In another world, I learned that a forgotten riftstone lies nearby. Shall I escort you there, Master? Pray, follow me. I know the way, so there's no chance of our getting lost. Here we are.
I've a knack for gathering items and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try out any useful mechanisms I espy. Are you certain you're happy to have me along?
Here, if you please. I've a rough idea of where our destination lies. Shall I show you there, Master?
Just as it should be.
What must needs be done?
Not without its charms.
It's good to see people in such high spirits.
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but different masters favor different pawns. One whom I serve.
How are we to get through this door?
predicament.
As I recall, the location of another of our...
You're the Arisen, aye? There's aught I'd ask of you. A personage of great esteem is to return from Batal to Vermund. I speak of Sir Augustin. He is a noble and the leading voice of opposition against the Queen Regent. Your aid is requested in guarding his ox cart as it travels the high road. As a potential ally to your cause, 'twould do you no favors if he were to come to harm. I trust he will cooperate. And bear in mind that this is a matter of the utmost secrecy. Not even the captain of the guard has been informed of it. You have your orders. Read them and follow them to the letter.
We ought not to dawdle when our aid is sorely needed.
To each their own, as they say.
Tis all rather sudden, but I suppose we've no reason to refuse. Shall we make for the point of departure? I can guide you there, if you wish.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
This journey will be a long one. What say we employ an ox cart and save our feet the blisters?
A most agreeable suggestion. Of course, the Arisen shall have the final say in the matter.
Take a moment to replenish my strength.
Follow me. Follow me, Arisen.
Sunset draws near.
Where we do not fall prey to enemy ambush. moment, I thought I'd met my end. Oh, my thanks to you, Arisen.
Battle is best avoided here. I will fail, Master.
It would seem I've some catching up to do.
When tarred, be sure to avoid open flame.
These faces have grown mightily familiar.
'Tis well to have comrades one can trust.
Right, just follow me. Follow me, then. Unless you doubt...
I brought the number that you requested. I'll take it this'll be enough.
Aye, nicely done. Get in, you lot. Here's your payment.
Thank you kindly, sir. Ordinarily, coin like this would take me half a year to earn.
And I'll thank you to spend it wisely. Don't go drawing undue attention onto yourself, or that'll be the last you get. An ox cart travelling a night is suspicious enough in its own right, if 'twere known that I'm carrying pawns across the border.
I know, and I'll take care of it, I swear it. Contact me again when you've need of more cargo, won't you? What is it? I've done naught worth following me over. Ah! Hold, I beg you. I'll tell you what there is to know. I was approached by a battalion merchant I met at the border checkpoint. He offered me a coin in exchange for rounding up pawns. Aye, I know. Here in Vermund, there's nary a deed more abhorrent. But you have to understand, my gambling debts were like to drown me. I needed coin, and I needed it fast. I know not where they've been taken. Pray, believe me. Here, take this. 'Tis a document I got from that merchant. If word of this should reach the palace, I'd no doubt be disciplined. I might even lose my post. I'll give you all the gold I got today. So pray, I beg you, will you let me go? I swear I'll ne'er do aught like this again. You have my sincerest thanks. I see the true Arisen is merciful indeed. I'll be going then.
The contents of this document are beyond my ken. Methinks we ought to show it to someone better apprised of such things. Captain Brandt and Regent Kin Sven are likely to be of aid, but Minister Allard is best avoided.
Outstanding.
You have my sincerest thanks. I see the true Arisen is merciful indeed. I'll be going then.
Tis dark enough to warrant the use of your lantern, Master.
We cannot break it from this side.
Really? Now?
Predicament.
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yes?
Indeed. Tell us there's been a shift in the chain of command.
Welcome.
You have my fullest confidence. Yes, Your Majesty? Ah, so you've encountered the Phantom Ox cart from the rumors. To be precise, the letter of the law does not forbid the abduction of pawns. However, in our sovereign-ruled kingdom, crude treatment of the pawns who so loyally serve our liege is an act decried by all. If one were to sell them for personal gain, they would doubtless be censured no matter their station. And this letter, by its make and the quality of the parchment, I can only surmise 'tis of the like used in the palace. We ought to assume a member of the court has a hand in this matter. But for what purpose are these pawns being gathered? And where are they being taken? I have a proposal, Your Majesty. Should we ascertain the pawn's destination,
Perchance we will discover the intent behind this plot. Yet if we question the driver haphazardly, this mission will be over before it begins. I bid your majesty follow the ox cart without arousing suspicion, that you might divine where it is headed. Alternatively, mayhap your majesty could assume the guise of a pawn and await pickup in a likely location. I leave the choice to your majesty's discretion.
This might be worth a read.
Shall we take a...
You have my fullest confidence. The way to Batal should be open to you if you make use of that entry permit. When you arrive, you would do well to seek out the Oracle. Her aid could be invaluable in the days to come. Is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve the citizenry.
No easy answers here.
Wonder what's going on in town.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
I'm in no hurry to leave.
Some of us get complacent. I trained
Oh dear.
As you wish. I shall return directly. Just when are you planning to return? Am I to be left by the wayside?
I'll get that for you.
To the chest. I shall take a look inside.
Oh dear. Lots to do.
We might scratch another task off our list while we're here, if we are so inclined.
We shall have to decide which is the most prep. We cannot do everything at once.
You'll never reach our destination if you continue in that direction, Master. But I suppose I can guide us there later.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
We've arrived, I see. That's a relief.
Patrons, connoisseurs, friends, my humblest thanks for joining me here at the unveiling of my collection's crowning jewel. There is much more I should like to say, but the anticipation is apt to kill me should I stall another moment. Let us gaze upon the sculpture now. My word! It would appear I overestimated your ability. How dare you claim my gold for a clumsy attempt such as this? You have shamed me, and shall ne'er again know my patronage, Fulvio. Now gather your things and be gone from my sight!
A dispiriting conclusion. 'Tis a shame how the sculpture turned out.
A cheerless outcome for all involved.
I know Clark wasn't pleased, but that was the best I could manage. I shall strive to improve, and perhaps one day he'll think better of me.
I swear I'll wring that incompetent sculptor's neck. What a fool I was to place my faith in him.
I know Clark wasn't pleased, but
Only person I believe in is myself. This is no life. Can't get by on muscle. This is where I come when life gets overwhelming.
Can't wait for the new equipment to come. I cannot
What was it I had planned for the morrow?
I don't believe I've had the pleasure, sir. Have we some business I'm unaware of? I don't believe I've had the pleasure, sir.
You need a permit to enter Batal, but they've become quite difficult to acquire of late, unless you're a merchant. Mind, rumour has it that it's easier for Beastrons to obtain them, perhaps because Batal's more of a Beastron nation. That's led to some people acquiring Beastron masks, of all things. Seems a bit much, if you ask me. Come to think of it, I've nary a clue as to where one would go to apply for a permit to begin with. Everyone's busy with their own affairs, I see.
I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
Over here, if you please.
Oh, sir, if you please, pray excuse my boldness, sir. I am but a humble maid in service to a noble household. Might I beg a moment of your time? My master is in need of aid, you see, and I'm hoping you'll consider offering your assistance. Oh, thank you, sir. You cannot imagine my relief. Might we continue this conversation somewhere more discreet? The matter it concerns is rather sensitive, and I would not risk being overheard. You will find my master's manor in the noble quarter. Pray, meet me there at your earliest convenience.
All this patrolling does a number on my ship.
Shall we visit the manor as the maid bid? Follow me. I will guide you to the location.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged. Shall we get some rest then? I witnessed a stunning display of archery on my travels. Methinks our band would benefit from such skills.
I trust we've all inspected our equipment.
Off we go, then.
Feeling rested, I trust?
Townspeople depend on me.
This can't be happening.
Tad rowdy, but I shan't complain.
Go on, have a look.
Time to find me a mark. Need the coin.
Can't put a price on if there's any easy work to be had.
That's a strong tale. Working this field, all I know, I'm not stopping. Won't someone do aught about this?
Oh, you came, sir. I must confess, I feared you would not. But I forget myself. You must be wondering why I asked you here. I should like to speak with an acquaintance of yours, a child with whom I espied you conversing. She is the spitting image of my young master, you see. 'Tis my hope that she might take his place for a time, thereby granting him a reprieve from his sorry situation.
Diana, would you paint my mother a criminal? Ahem. Perhaps I ought to be the one to explain.
Young master, I meant no offence.
Diana has the right of it, though the situation is not nearly so dire as she makes it sound. I seek only the freedom to leave my own home. My mother is bedridden, you see, and her mind is not so sharp as it once was. Whenever I am absent, she grows terribly distressed. By leaving a look-alike in the house, I hope to ensure her peace of mind while I attend to matters of my own. Would you be willing to lend your assistance? Splendid. Thank you so very much.
'Twas in the slums that I witnessed you speaking with the girl. Would you be so kind as to bring her here?
Away with you.
Let me get that.
Mustn't let it burn.
Won't someone do aught about this?
Tis quiet about. Ought you need of me?
Oh, I'd not have thought we'd find one here.
Our collection grows. Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
Always a good time, this place.
Still a while to go before we shut home.
Not to look forward to, but a long
Wish I had someone to share this spot with. Maybe I'll make myself
Barely
scarce.
drag my arse out of bed.
Wished were always night. I only had to sleep.
Wish I'd been born a nobleman, son.
My fur stands on end.
There's no telling what'll happen if I linger here.
Don't talk to me if... Suppose that's enough for one day.
Hoy, Arisen! I was hoping you'd come by so I could thank you again for all your help. You really made a difference around here. Hmm? You wanted to ask me a favor this time? All right. How can I help? So, this noble boy wants me to pretend to be him? I'm not sure that'd work. I mean, I don't know the first thing about being a noble. Besides, are you sure we can trust these people? It all sounds a bit fishy to me. All right, I'll do it. But if I'm not very good at it, it's not my fault, okay? Lead on. Let's go see this noble.
I find such solace in prayer.
Much to do yet. I don't like this place at all.
Mayhap I really would have been better off a baker.
Where was I bound again? I ought to find someone to buy me a drink.
Aye,
Sworn I had more to
yield
attend
looks to be plentiful.
What to do?
Well met, citizens. I respect it.
Over here, if you would.
Only fools and earthlings go to their calling.
Quite the predicament.
Look, young master. She's here.
Indeed. I could be staring into a mirror. Diana, will you dress her and instruct her in her role?
As you wish, young master. This way, if you please, miss.
What a kindness you've done me. Now I can go and fetch a gift for Mother. I'm hoping a little cheer will aid her in her recovery, and a flower from Melve seems just the thing. She was born there, you see. No doubt her days would be brighter with a memento of her old home by her bedside.
All is ready, young master. You need only finish your preparations for the journey.
You know, the roads around Melve are supposed to be really dangerous. I heard the safest way to get there is to carry something that reeks of Cyclops with you, because it'll scare all the monsters away.
The lands around Melve are rife with poisonous flora. I'd hoped to pack an antidote for the young master, but the shops had none to spare. 'Tis not only poison the plants inflict, but drowsiness besides. Might there not be a curative that accounts for both?
Wait for
Good to see you. Your master?
Well then, I ought to be off, I suppose. I must confess, I feel rather uneasy. This is my first time leaving the city. I only hope I've not forgotten anything of import. You think I ought to bring some medicine and monster repellent with me? What precisely would you suggest? My thanks. I'm certain these will come in useful. Now, I really must be going. Wish me luck.
Take care, young master.
Come back safe.
Thank you for your aid in all of this, sir. I shall see about procuring you a suitable reward, so pray do come visit us again.
Tis all rather sudden, but I suppose we've no reason to refuse. Shall we make for the point of departure? Very well. I'll guide you there directly.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged. Our destination is rather distant. Perhaps we ought to consider employing the services of an ox cart.
I'm not taking any passengers just now.
Just yonder. Looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Mustn't neglect my ledger.
Fancy a look at my wares? Welcome to Bjorn's, and quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, hope to see you again.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Stop by again soon.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
An investment. Aid for safer travels can hardly be called extravagant.
Welcome to, and quality's what you need if you want to survive. 5. Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Lots to be taken care of.
I swear I've never slept better. Yeah? What is...
No one's going to aid a poor man like me.
I'm not taking any passengers.
A moment of your time is all I ask. You wouldn't leave a man in dire straits, would you? My thanks, sir. As to the matter at hand, it concerns my ox cart business. I've been holding off service on account of all the monsters on the road, but now I feel prepared to start making trips to Melv again. Only trouble is, there are still monsters about, and I can't help but worry for the safety of the carts. That's where you come in. See, I've got a letter here from Lady Margit, the Watchhead's wife, to be delivered to one Sir Leonard in Melv. I'd like you to accompany the cart in my stead and see to it that the letter reaches its recipient. What say you, friend? Splendid! I knew I was right to put my faith in you. Now, the carts only depart at certain hours of the day, but I find that time flies when I take a seat at the station to wait. And mind you, don't forget to pay your way before you board. That's standard practice, and I would advise against trying any funny business. Each cart travels with an escort of trained soldiers, see, in case it encounters any monsters out on the road. So anyone thinking of riding for free will have to take the issue up with them. But enough of my lecturing. Just make sure that letter gets to Sir Leonard, then come find me when the job's done. Oh, and I'll pay your fare this time, seeing as you're doing me a favour and all. Come find me when you've delivered that letter. I'll be waiting to hear from you.
We need only deliver it to the intended recipient.
If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering.
Walking everywhere is certainly tiring.
This ox cart's bound for Melv. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Let me think on this a moment.
My back's so stiff after a day.
It's been a hard day. Love waking up knowing anything can happen.
Tis all rather sudden, but I suppose we've no reason to refuse. Shall we make for the point of departure? Very well. I'll guide you there directly.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
At last we've arrived. Delivery in hand.
We need only pass our burden into the hands that await it.
True enough.
There's aught to be said for peace and quiet. A few hours' sleep ought to help the lives.
What to make of this?
trying to solve this.
What can I do for you? Ah, a letter from Lady Margaret, you say? It is a fair way you've come, then. My thanks. She's a kindly sort, I must say. We met when I worked with her husband, Sir Gregor, on one occasion. Now she's taken to inquiring after my health at the turn of every season.
We'd best report back.
That Lady Margaret's a kindly sort.
Toiled long enough.
Another day over.
Well met. Hope to see you again.
This ox cart's bound for Vernworth. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on. This ox cart's bound for Vernworth.
Wolves drawn in!
Fire will prove effective against this foe.
Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox cart might be worth considering.
Walking everywhere.
Ah, you've returned. How did you... Splendid! You've been an immense help, I must say. The cart reached its destination, safe and sound, and from the tell of it, you even rid the road of a few monsters. You've certainly earned a reward, my friend. Here you are.
Ox carts seem a convenient choice for longer journeys. I see no harm in making use of them as needed, Master.
True enough.
I'm in fine fettle today. It's been a hard day.
I could always feel so fine.
Seems my feet always lead me here.
Ooh, stomach's complaining. I'll have an early supper.
Only care I have
I've
is
got to
how to
focus.
spend the
My shift's
day.
only just begun.
As soon as my shift's done, I'm off to the tavern.
I'm in no hurry to leave.
I could do with a long soak in the tub.
Seems my feet always lead me here.
My blood.
Tis all rather sudden, but I suppose we've no reason to refuse. Shall... we make for the point of departure? I can guide you there, if you wish.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Where are you going?
This journey will be a long one. What say we employ an ox cart and save our feet the blisters?
A most agreeable suggestion. Of course, the Arisen shall have the final say in the matter.
Tis all rather sudden, but I suppose we've no reason to refuse. Shall we make for the point of departure? Very well. I'll guide you there directly.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Mountains certainly come in all manner of shapes.
I wonder, are they fit for climbing? magics grant you an elemental boon. Well done!
Gathering materials makes for dull work indeed.
Battle cannot be avoided. 'Tis fight or die.
By your leave. I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Tis all rather sudden, but I suppose we've no reason to refuse. Shall we make for the point of departure? Very well. I'll guide you there directly.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
You are arisen, are you not? What in the... You are arisen.
We're going this way now, I suppose. By your will.
'Tis not for us to gainsay the Arisen's judgment. We must go where we are bid.
I learned of a forgotten riftstone in this area during my time beyond the rift. I can take you to it if you like.
is about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master? Follow me. Having trouble keeping up? No matter. I shall wait for you, as long as it takes. Watch for the hobgoblin!
By its fury, shall we give aid against this foe?
One can see far to the distance from here.
We are alone here, methinks. Perhaps we might stop a moment and find our bearings.
Right you are. You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
Tis all rather sudden, but I suppose we've no reason to refuse. Shall we make for the point of departure? I can guide you there, if you wish.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Right, just follow me. Do try to keep me in your sights, Master. I shan't lead you astray.
I've just recalled. I found a treasure chest near here during my travels beyond the rift. May I show you to its location? Allow me to lead the way. I can take you to our destination by the optimum route. The foremost priority is to douse those flames.
Are we ignoring the enemy today?
Let us defer to the Arisen's judgment.
in sight. Strike well. I suppose I ought to mention this as well. Adventuring is toilsome as 'tis, and yet you do it with a laden pack. I cannot but admire your strength.
Oh, pay me no mind. 'Tis one of a servant's many privileges to be entrusted with such art. Articles of value.
I shan't agree to this.
That's it. I've had enough. I'm at something of a loss.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
What's become of my fur?
Fancy a look at my wares? Always a pleasure.
Quite the sum of gold we just spent. 'Tis clear the Arisen is no miser.
We've a journey to prepare for after all. We can't afford to cut corners. Look there. I espy another statue.
I can foresee no reason not to go see it up close. Now, what might that be?
We ought to take a closer look.
Seems there's no room for argument here. I shall obey, but I won't pretend I'm happy about it. Tis all rather sudden, but I suppose we've no reason to refuse. Shall we make for the point of departure? Very well. I'll guide you there directly.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Follow me.
The day grows darker with our every step.
We shall have to rely on our other senses as the darkness robs us of our sight.
Some bridges appear to be of sturdy make, only to fall apart at the slightest touch.
Who can say what awaits us on the other side?
I understand. There, Master! A drake!
There's my magic's gone to an elemental.
Methinks the fiend felt that. Just a few more of it.
Now's the place. Too late. Focus your attacks at its heart.
That means getting within range of its core. Be wary. Strike now.
Allow me. Wait a moment.
I am saved. Thank you.
Seems we have arranged our foe.
We would do well to seek the high ground. When we're fighting the king, we make overpowering our foes more resilient. Look out for it! We're under attack!
Twas a battle most fierce, against a formidable foe.
The tide of battle was in our favor.
wish me at the Vanguard? Why, you will.
Right, just follow me. Another enemy force has come to assist. We ought to have finished off the first lot sooner.
Focus your strength, Carissa. I knew you would prevail, Master.
Ahead of ourselves. Battle continues.
Not bad, all things considered.
Could you come over here? Here, if you please.
Good morrow, everyone.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
I hope you slept well.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Materials are well and good, but surely there's aught else we could collect.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. I will protect you.
I've a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used to enhance your equipment. I can even mark them on your map.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find a use for it.
Tis all rather sudden, but I suppose we've no reason to refuse. Shall we make for the point of departure? Very well. I'll guide you directly.
We're in your hands. Much obliged.
Seems we have enraged our host.
Might we not use the range to our advantage?
I am well aware of
compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. Early Griffin gets the worm, as they say.
I cannot fault your prowess.
I merely did it.
Splendid.
As a matter of fact, have you always pursued your current vocation over the course of your journey with the Arisen?
No, I was an archer for a time. The feeling of loosing arrows at faraway foes is one I'll never forget.
Much obliged. I hope this serves to convey my appreciation.
This creature is hard as stone, making it ideal for tossing at our other foes. Outstanding, if I do say so myself.
Let us try for the same result with our next attack. If battle cannot be avoided, 'tis fight or die.
I am well aware of the particulars.
About time you showed up. We've been waiting for you. Our mission is simple. Sir Augustin will board the ox cart, and we must safeguard it from would-be assailants till it reaches its destination. See to it that none approach. The Queen Regent's supporters will come for Sir Augustin's head. Of this, we can be certain. Oh, a quiet day is a welcome one. Come along now. What was that sound? Who's there?
Hold a moment. I'll be handling Augustin's escort from here.
Foul brigand! We shan't allow Sir Augustin to fall prey to the likes of you!
There's no need for theatrics. I know your aim here. Ah, here's a surprise. We met at the tavern, remember? Fair warning, cuz this craven isn't worthy of your trust.
He speaks madness! Subdue him at once, ere he injures our noble charge!
Why, if 'tisn't Sir Ragnall from the tavern. Now two parties ask our aid. Which is the more deserving?
I shall stand by you, Master. Whatever you decide.
You would betray me. Have you lost all sense?
You believe me, then? That's a bit of a relief, actually. Thanks, cuz.
Curse you! All that planning and... for what?
Phew! I appreciate the confidence, cuz 'twas a welcome surprise. But I can't linger here, I'm afraid. My apologies for this. Follow after me, if you can. Succeed, and I'll share the truth of all of this.
I grant you roaring flame. I shan't allow any further harm to come to you. Cave. Shall we proceed into the depths?
Narrow passages may await us. Be on your guard.
Understood.
We meet again. Ahoy there! I take it you lost your footing as well? You seem to have fared better than I did. I took the fall for Augustin, only to find myself waist-deep in monsters. Still, so long as he escaped, I'd wagered that makes this a job well done. Speaking of, I was to tell you the truth behind all of this, wasn't I? I'll be glad to oblige you, of course, but we ought to get moving first. What say I... I suppose that's how it goes. Time to get to work. Not bad. From what I've seen of your skills during that mess in the tavern and today's business, I can say you're really something. And my word ought to carry a fair bit of weight, considering my reputation as a warrior of unparalleled skill. Though of late, I've mostly been playing escort to spineless nobles. Turns out, as a sellsword proves himself, the list of those who can afford his services grows shorter and comes to be written in finer ink. Makes for a duller life, though I can't say I've any complaints about the weight of my pockets. Still, I hunger for a real battlefield, where a single misstep spells death. I crave the simplicity of it. There's naught else like it. The clashing of bodies and wills. I'd not say no to a fight with you. Let's have at it when I'm all healed up, eh? Mayhap, I'll not give you a choice in the matter. I'm not sure what's brought me here. I suppose I'll have a few drinks and hit the hay. That escort mission was a trap concocted entirely for your benefit, you know. It was supposed to give those responsible a means to incriminate you. But Augustin is no fool. He had his doubts about his summons to Vermin and hired me to watch over him in an unofficial capacity. So I looked into the cart that would be escorting him, and lo and behold, I found your name. But 'twasn't on the list of hired guards, oh no. Rather, your name was on the list of persons to be on guard for. In short, you had been called in to act the part of the culprit. Mark my words, if you'd carried on with them, Augustin would have been slain, and you would have been held responsible. You'd not have stood a chance against all that if it hadn't been for me. Aye, methinks I've earned my pay this time. And then some. I protected my charge and got you away from the scene without your being branded a murderer and thrown in jail. Now all that remains is to escape this place. I expect we'll find a way out soon enough, if we only press on. Still, I've got to wonder where this craven plot came from, and what you did to warrant it. One thing's for certain, you must have powerful enemies in Vermin. But why? 'Tis not as though you're the arisen true. What? You are the arisen? Ha! 'Tis a small world indeed. You've piqued my interest even further, cuz I've no business here. Best I hit the road. Right, let's press on. Judging from the flow of air here, the exit can't be far. Well, this is a right awful place to be cut short. At least you made it out all right. Don't worry, cuz I'll be fine on my own. After all, I can't afford to die here. We haven't had ourselves a real bout yet. We'll see each other again. You can count on that. And when we do, you'd best be ready for the fight of your life.
I wonder how Master... It's about... Sebastian and Miss Daphne fare of late. Shall we see how this goes? That went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation.
Oh, sir, the young master has not returned. I beg you, find him and bring him safely home. If aught were to befall him, Oh, I shudder to think.
You'll help him, won't you, Arisen? You'll help him, won't you?
If Master Sebastian is yet to return, perhaps we ought to make for Melve and search for him. Methinks I know the general destination. Shall I show you the way, Master?
A guide is mo... Welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Might as well take a look. While you're here, eh? Many thanks.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
Welcome to... And quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the... price, just hope to see you again.
Oh, what does this say?
Come take a look. Do come again.
I've heard some interesting tidings about town.
Regarding the Vermundian military, yeah?
We're hardly so destitute as to shun an ox cart's services. What say we ride one to our destination?
A most agreeable suggestion. Of course, the Arisen shall have the final say in the matter.
Looking to ride the ox cart? Why not hop in the cart?
You looking to enlist? I'll give you mo...
Pray, follow me.
I always feel most at ease among the crowd.
They have house seek houses.
Bit bland.
I'm going to go exploring.
Another day.
Good day, sir. What might you be looking for?
Pray, allow me to open yon chest.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
Wouldn't last a day without me.
If Master Sebastian is yet to return, perhaps we ought to make for Melv and search for him. Methinks I know the general destination. Shall I show you the way, Master?
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Come to think of it, some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such Arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
Fascinating.
Would you care to behold a forgotten rift stone, as yet undiscovered in this world? Then follow me, 'tisn't far.
I happen to understand Elvish, Master. I expect you'll find my talents useful should we encounter another speaker. Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once. Come, I'll lead the way.
I shall lead us to our destination, so do try not to rush ahead.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
What did he say his name was again? Ah, Humphrey.
The lad's in Vermouth now. He's eager, I'll give him that. Expedition, sword drills, say the word and he'll join in at a moment's notice. Say, you look experienced. You should talk to the lad. I'm sure he'll be glad of a bit of guidance.
This journey looks to be a long one.
In every age, when the Arisen fells the dragon and saves the land, they ascend to the throne as sovereign. Hence, Horns are treated with respect, as a matter of course here in Vermont, for their peerless loyalty to the Arisen. Not to mention, they are skilled combatants, willing to brave any foe or peril upon command. 'Tis clear their concept of life and death differs crucially from our own. No.
This ox cart's bound for Melv.
I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Not much chance of a friendly conversation with this.
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
Nice of you to say so.
You there! Help me, please! The fiends have me surrounded. I can't get away.
We are to retreat then.
Let us defer to the Arisen's judgment.
Indeed.
Ah, 'tis you. Thank goodness you happened by, or who knows what might have become of me. I fear I'm poisoned. Please, you must help me. I fear I'm poisoned. Please, you must help me. Thank you. Never did I dream those plants were poisonous. I suppose I was rather careless. You have my gratitude, but do excuse me. I'd best make for home.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
Thank you. You have my gratitude, but do excuse me.
you...
No idle chatter during missions, sir.
Apologies, but I can't offer you a ride, sir.
I can't solve all your problems, you know.
I've a selection of wares that... Sure to please. Hope to see you again.
We seem to have a ride without issue. But are we safe here?
Home at last!
Welcome home, young master.
Thank you, Diana. I am glad to be back. 'Twas a hard journey, but I found what I sought. A blue sunbright, the sigil of our house. I only hope Mother will be pleased.
Oh, a blue sunbright. I thought they were make-believe.
Oh no, they're quite real. Rather rare, though, and particularly to Melv. I'm surprised you've heard of them, to be frank.
Really? Well, there's a picture of one stuck to the inner cover of a book that was donated to the Gracious Hand. I asked Sir Kendrick about it. He told me the flower's name.
A picture, you say? How very odd.
I believe Miss Daphne is describing a bookplate. The book in question will have been a donation from this very house. Indeed, the mistress has been very generous in her support of the Gracious Hand over the years.
For true? Oh, I must tell her thank you.
I think I could arrange that. I'm certain my mistress would be delighted.
Yes. Well, as for me, I'm just pleased to be home safe and sound.
All this racket. What's going on? Good gracious, what is the meaning of this?
Oh, you must be the lady who's been supporting the Gracious Hand. Thank you ever so much for all you've done for us.
What precisely have you told this girl?
Not a word, mistress. I swear it.
Good. As for you, girl, you need not thank me. 'Tis the privilege of the nobility to help those who are less fortunate. Now, do be sure to leave the house unseen. And fare you well, child. Know that where'er life may lead you, you may take pride in who you are. Come, Diana. I would speak with you alone. You have some explaining to do.
What was that all about? Mother seemed awfully perturbed.
I do wonder what that was all about, though I'm not sure we ought to pry.
A bitter end breeds no satisfaction.
Follow me, then. Unless you doubt my sense of direction.
'Tis a relief to be home safe and sound. I only hope the blue sunbright lifts Mother's... What was that all about? Mother seemed awfully...
To think the lady here has been supporting the gracious hand for so long. I must find a way to thank her. Are all the nobles so kind? I can't wait to tell everybody at the gracious hand that I met the lady who gave us the book with the pretty flower.
Follow me.
What's going on? Doesn't seem right, this.
I'm afraid not.
I took you for a kinder sort than that. Seems you won't be swayed. A shame, that.
I've naught to say to the likes of you.
Could you come over here?
Seems you won't be swayed.
I don't believe I've had the pleasure, sir. Have we some business I'm unaware of? I don't believe I've had the pleasure, sir. Have we... You seem well.
There's no haste, else I'll be at this all night.
You need a permit to enter Batal. Mind, rumor has it that it's easy. That's led to some people acquiring.
I shall lead us to our destination, so do try not to rush ahead.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Lots to be taken care of before the day's done.
I always feel most like this. There are few places where I have left out.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to their cost. If we're to destroy this, it will have to be from the other side.
Nothing else for it, I suppose.
Gathering materials makes for dull work indeed. Follow me, then. Unless you doubt my sense of direction.
Let my magics grant you an elemental boon.
Our foe appears to have grown just as weary as we.
We must make the most of this opportunity.
Strike fast, and our quarry shall fall.
Long remain, strike where it is.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
You would have me lead? Consider it done. I shall lead us to our destination, so do try not to rush ahead.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
thought I'd say this, but we've become inseparable.
As a result, we move as one.
Must we run everywhere? You are an impatient one, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Leave the finding of equipment-enhancing materials to me, Master. I shall sniff them out and mark them on your map.
Ah, now here's a surprise.
A splendid discovery.
Interesting. I shall have to inform my own master of this.
I shall lead us to our destination, so do try not to rush ahead.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way. You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
Right, just follow me.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
Tis dark enough to warrant the use of your lantern, Master.
Follow me, then. Unless you doubt my sense of direction.
Who are you? Come no closer!
Not a foe in sight.
I'll take the peace and quiet over a horde of enemies any day. Would that such tranquility could last.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.